So it's Wednesday morning and I've just dropped my wife at the station, and Wednesdays are usually the day that I set up the studio, record a bunch of videos for you guys. However, as you can see, the studio is in a little bit of a mess today, having a new wardrobe fade, so everything's everywhere, you know, but it's not going to stop us. I have a plan. So the idea is, we're not going to look at the piano today, but what we are going to do is zoom out a little bit, look at those other jigsaw pieces you need to sculpt yourself as a proper, well-rounded musician. So these 3 exercises today are going to look at developing your ear for music. They're also going to develop your sense of rhythm as well as hand coordination, all of which are super important for developing yourself as musicians. Now, 2 things before we get on with this. First thing, coffee. It is actually coffee, it's not tea. The second thing is, check out my little setup going on here. Look at this. I've got my main tripod here, which my camera goes on. Ooh, Christmas tree. And I've also got my light here, so you can actually see me. But I've also got my phone pointed down onto my fingers, so you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing. And of course the zoom mic for some proper hand-on-wood sonic high-fidelity action. Ah, flip the screen. Ooh. So that's another little lesson for you guys. You know, if you need to get something done, like your piano practice, don't let anything or anybody stop you or get in the way, just get it done. Okay, so let's get straight on with these 3 exercises to start developing your sense of a rhythm. Now let's just go over some basics really quickly, and if you know this, I apologize if you don't. We move through a piece of music in what's called bars. Each bar is a block of beats, and these beats can be any number, you know. You can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever you want, number of beats in a bar. Most commonly we have 3 beats, 4 beats and 6 beats in a bar. Less common are like 5 beats in a bar and 7 beats in a bar, and you know, film music uses it a lot because it adds a sense of tension. It throws everything a bit off kilter, it doesn't feel quite right. Now for this video we're going to use what's called 4/4 time, or 4 beats in a bar. It's fairly simple and straightforward for when you're just starting out. You know, you can walk to it and it feels a lot more natural. So first of all, you need to get used to counting in batches of 4. So let's set ourselves a speed, and all you need to do is just count to 4 and then back to 1 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc, etc. And each batch of 4 is a bar. The point is you need to keep it nice and even. Now the first thing I want you to do is get your left hand and just start tapping in a nice even way 4 beats in a bar like this. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Fairly straightforward, fairly simple. Make sure it's even, and if it helps to start with, count out loud as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be like the prerequisite or the base for these next 3 exercises. We've got our 4 beats going. Now what I want you to do is take those 4 beats like this. So we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and what we need to do is zoom in on that and put a little and in between each one of those numbers. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? So we're sort of dividing them up into twice as many inside the bar. And for those of you who are interested, just normal beats like this, 4 beats in a bar, those are called crotchets, or quarter beats for you Americans. And this one, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, if we count like that, those are called quavers or eighth beats. Beats. So now we've got like a bed or a structure that we can lay these rhythms down on. So exercise 1, the first thing I want you to do is get that left hand going like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And all your right hand is going to do is each and, okay? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So your right hand is hitting the ands, your left hand is hitting the main beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now this might seem straightforward and simple. Some of my students have a little bit of a hard time with this to start with. It's about getting that coordination, getting that evenness. So if you listen to those taps, we want them as even as possible. We don't want this. Yeah? We don't want that. We want a nice evenness. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so that's exercise 1. Now I do want to point out as well that you can do these exercises anywhere. You know, you can do them on your leg if you're at work or whatever. You can actually sort of even just do it in your head and imagine it, and that will help. You can do it on your dog. They love it. And you can even do it in the car when you're driving. Okay, so exercise 2. This is where things start to get a little more interesting, a little bit more difficult. So what I want you to do is get your left hand going in this beat again. okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And your right hand is going to come down on specific beats and specific ands, okay? So our first one is bring your right hand down together on the 1, like this. Keep this one going. So we've got 1, 2, and then your right hand comes on the and of 2. So it's 1, 2, and. Okay? So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and then both together on the 4. So we get this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If I speed that up so you can get a sense of what that would sound like. And you can develop that further, you know. So again, that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, exercise 3, very similar, except we're going to shift those around a bit. So, as before, get that right hand moving. Get that left hand moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now for this one, we want to bring our right hand in on the and of 1. So we're going 1 and 2. Okay, 1 and 2 and. Okay, nothing on the and. So 1 and 2 and 3. So both together on the 3. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so your left hand again on the 4 and your right hand comes on the and of 4. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and. Okay, sped up. So if you notice something, it's our left hand that's sort of keeping a nice steady pulse going, keeping our root in our music that we're playing here. And it's the right hand that's now going to cross those rhythms and create some interest. That's one way to do it, okay? This video, I've just given you 3 exercises for this. I'm going to do a whole host of other exercises on this. There's so many different ways you can tackle this to add some variety and depth to this. This is just one way, so bear that in mind. Now, after you've done those 3 exercises and you've got used to them, you know what to do. You can just swap them around. I'm not even going to do it on this video. It's a challenge for you, okay? Swap everything around. So everything that we've done in the left, do in the right. Everything in the right, do in the left. Now, let's quickly recap. Exercise 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Exercise 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Exercise 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, this is absolutely fantastic for your hand coordination, guys. You know, I have been listening to you. You've been sending me loads of comments, loads of emails. The number one thing you want to learn, what you want to do is hand coordination. So this is absolutely fantastic for you. And these skills you're developing, you can very easily take that forward onto the actual piano as well. And that's a cue for me to cut away to me actually playing the piano. So I hope you like this, guys, and it just about wraps this video up. But as always with my videos, I want to leave you with something that you can take away and develop, make your own, and sort of give you the tool you can use to create as many of these exercises as you want. So if you notice, with these exercises, we had a grid. We had a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. And then in between each 1, 2, 3, and 4, we had an and. Okay. What you can do is write out those numbers, write out the ands, and literally just put an L and an R above any of those numbers, all right? And as you move forward through that bar, because you've just literally written a bar out, you can then experiment with different L's, different left hands and different right hands in different positions. To start out with, you could put your L above each number, all right? You don't have to do that, but that's a really good place to start. And then just randomly pick anywhere to put your rights, and then just follow those numbers through and develop your own rhythms. It's as simple as that. You can just make loads of them up, practice them, and then throw them away. So I hope you liked this video, guys. It's a little bit different for you, but I promise you These exercises are going to help you massively with developing your sense of rhythm and developing your hand coordination. This is just the beginning, just the start. I'm going to put loads of these, or hopefully so many ideas for videos. I was like, oh. I will put some more of these exercises together and give you a few different ideas to approach this. Like the video if you liked it, smash that subscribe button. Whoa, hang on a second. Just a quick little message or PS before we do that whole ending thing. Now I've put together a guide sheet for you, like a PDF that you can get hold of, and it goes over everything from this video, you know, the theory as well as the exercises from this video, but I've also given you 3 more exercises that I've created to give you a little bit more variety. And the main thing is though, I've also included how you can create your own rhythms from scratch so that you can just do this for hours, you know, create one, throw it away, create one, throw it away. And just because, you know, I want to go the extra mile for you guys, make sure you've got everything you need, I've also included 3 examples of creating your own rhythms so that you can see exactly how it's done. It's fantastic. Grab yourself a copy. I've put it in the card somewhere, wherever that may be, as well as a link in the information box below. Now all I ask for is your email address and I'll get it sent over straight away. Now let's just try that ending one more time. Like the video if you liked it, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Look at the camera. Oh, collar. Some collar sounds. Right. Drum dog.